All right, this is directions for a within word pattern sort. We're on sort number 4, short A and long A, with AE and AI patterns. Okay, Sam, can you read through the cards that we're going to use today? Make sure you can read them all.
Shade. Sade.
Good, that's said. So.
State. Late. Lake. Black. Tax. Last. Snap. Flat. Pad.
Good, that's paid.
Pale. Wav.
Good. Wave.
Weight. Nail. Kate. Paint. Fail. And flame.
Okay, great. All right, great job reading your words. Now tell me, as you look at these with your eyes, what do you notice about all of these words?
They all have A's in them.
Good. So today we're going to sort using our eyes and our ears, and we're going to be looking at the A. All right, now that we have our words, we're going to sort them. So some are going to go in the cat pile. Cat. Cat says the short A. And then we're going to have a second pile for cake. Cake. Cake has the long A. So I want you to use your ears and listen to the vowel sounds in the words and sort them by the sounds in cat or cake. So let me show you. So let me take one from the pile. I have lake. Lake sounds like cake, long A. My next one is last. Last sounds like cat, short A. Next, I have fail. Fail, I hear a long A, as in A. Cake, fail. And I have said here, said. Said looks like it should say a long A, said, but it doesn't. It says saed, which is a different sound. So I'm going to put that in the oddball pile. All right, now I want you to continue sorting the rest. Use your ears and listen to the vowel sound to sort them.
Flat. State. Black. Flate.
This one is flame, so I'm going to put it with cake.
Pow.
Pale, that's a long A, so I'm going to put it with cake.
Late. Paint. Shade. White.
That word is what? Ate. So I'm going to put with a long A sound over here.
Tax. Nail. Snap.
Great job. Now I want you to read all the words in this column.
Cat, last, flat, black, tax, snap.
Good, and read all the words in this pile.
Lake, fail, state, flame, pale, late, paint, shade, weight, nail.
Okay, what do you notice about all these words?
These have the short I, These have a long A. A.
Good. Okay. So now, let's just look at this column and tell me what you notice with your eyes this time. Looking with your eyes, what do you notice?
They have a I or A and then an E. Magic E.
Okay, excellent. So if I give you another header, rain, what would you move into that pile?
Pale. Fail.
Mm-hmm.
Paint. Wait. Nail.
Great. So what can you tell me about the patterns that spell the long A sound?
They are like,
What patterns do you see that make the long A sound?
there's an AI
Mm-hmm.
or an E.
Good. And then we have our oddball here, said. And what can you tell me about that oddball?
It should be like these, but it sounds like an E instead of A.
On day 2 of the word sort, you can see I have my headers lined up, all 4 this time. And remember, we always start our headers simplest to most difficult. So we have short A's, all the short vowels come first, and then you'd be followed with the long vowels, and then the oddball is always on the far right pile. And so for the second day, you would then be timing for speed, and you would also not correct the student as they sort. So you let them complete the sort independently and put the words where they belong. And if they put a word in the incorrect pile, you leave it there. Okay? And when they are all finished, you have them read through the columns just like we did in day 1. As they read through the columns, you're hoping that they will catch their error. Cat, pale, pale. Oh, wait a minute, that goes over here. All right? If they don't catch it at the end when they read through each column, you are going to bring it to their attention and talk them through where it really belongs. So that's for day 2. Day 3, you might want to do a blind sort. You can do this with partners reading each other's sort to each other. Or if you're working one-on-one, you can read the words and have the students blindly write them. That means they're not able to see the cards. So the student would start by, on their paper, writing the headers across the top in the correct order, short vowels to long vowels, and then oddball. The teacher or the partner calls out the words, and the student needs to hear the word and also recognize the pattern and be able to spell it. So it's a more difficult task. So I would start by saying, okay, your first word is flat. Where would you put flat? Good. Now spell flat. All right, your next word is shade. Where does shade belong? Good. All right, your next word is flame. Next, I have last. And you continue with the blind sort, calling out the words orally, but not showing them the cards. And they need to hear the sound and spell the word correctly. The 4th day, students could go on a word hunt in a text that they are reading. So again, they start with the headers on their notebook, and then they scan their book for words that match the pattern. So in this book, we see the word plain. So that would go in the CVCe pile. And they would see find as many words as they can on each page. Here I see said. So that goes in the oddball pile. I also see the word have, which looks like CVCe, but it doesn't say have, it says have. So the students hopefully will recognize that that goes in the oddball pile. So this requires you to have a book that is on the spelling pattern that they're working on, which should align with their reading stage. So the book should be right in line with their spelling assessment. So here on this page we have the word safe, which is a CVCe word. We also have the word fast, fast. So that would go in the CVC pile. So this is called a word hunt, and that can be done on day 4.